Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Super Sports Central. Today we have my Week 6 predictions for the NFL. So last week my record was 12-4 for the fourth week in a row, which brings my overall record to 56-24, which I am very happy with. I think that's a pretty good record, so I'd like to try to keep it that way. And Week 6 starts the weeks of teams that have a bye week. So this week, 4 teams are on a bye, and those 4 teams are the 49ers, the Falcons, the Saints, and the Jets. So, starting off with my predictions on Thursday Night Football, the Buccaneers at the Eagles. The Buccaneers dominated last week against the Falcons, and they're 4-1 with their one loss against the Rams. The Eagles are 2-3 with wins against the Falcons and Panthers. Tight end Rob Gronkowski will miss his third straight game with broken ribs. And Eagles tight end Dallas Goedert is out with COVID-19. I think the Bucs win in dominating fashion, 34-24. Sunday morning, we have a game in London for the second straight week. We have the Dolphins against the Jaguars. The Dolphins are 1-4. Their only win is Week 1 against the Patriots, so they're on a 4-game losing streak. But that's nothing when you compare it to the Jaguars' losing streak, which is currently 20 games and dates all the way back to last season. Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa is expected to make his return from the injury reserve with broken ribs. So I think the Dolphins snapped their 4-game losing streak with a 28-23 win across the pond in London. So, starting with the Chiefs and the Washington football team, the Chiefs are visiting Washington. Both teams have great offenses, but they don't have good defenses. I think this game's going to be a shootout. Both teams allow over 400 yards a game, and the defenses are bottom 2 in terms of points per games allowed. So the Chiefs they're the worst with 32.6 points per game, and Washington allows 31 points per game. I have the Chiefs in a 34-24 shootout. Packers at the Bears. Bears backup running back Damian Williams tested positive for COVID-19, so he will miss the game against the Packers. So now the Bears are down to third-string running back Khalil Herbert, because first-string running back David Montgomery is on the injury reserve. Bears quarterback Justin Fields is a little banged up. He was limited in practice, so he should be good to go. The Bears ended up beating the Raiders last week 20-9. But I think the Packers are going to win this game 27-14. The Bengals at the Lions. It looks like Joe Mixon and Joe Burrow are going to play against the Lions. Joe Mixon was limited in practice yesterday and did not practice today. I'm thinking that's just he's resting his ankle and the Bengals don't want to push him. Hopefully that's no setback or anything like that for Mixon. But Joe Burrow had a full practice both days. And he's likely going to play. TJ Hawkinson, tight end for the Lions, was limited in practice, so he's trending towards playing. I think the Bengals are going to beat the Lions 27-17. The Texans at the Colts. Colts kicker Rodrigo Blankenship was dealing with a hip injury against the Ravens, and he hasn't practiced this week, so the Colts may be without their kicker he played last week, but he wasn't very good last week. Because his hip was bothering him, he couldn't really make accurate kicks. But he may not play this week. I think the Colts are going to win with or without a kicker, 28-13. The Rams at the Giants. The Giants are very banged up. They have tons of injuries. Saquon Barkley is going to miss this week with an ankle injury. Kenny Golladay is also unlikely to play with a knee injury. Daniel Jones may play. He had a concussion. He was limited in practice. Darius Slayton, Sterling Shepard, and Kadarius Toney are all on track to play. The Rams had a long week coming off extra rest with a Thursday Night Football win over the Seahawks. Um, with all the Giants' injuries, and even if the Giants were healthy, I think the Rams win this game either way. I have the Rams beating the Giants 34-20. The Vikings at the Panthers. The Vikings actually do have some injuries. It seems like Dalvin Cook is going to return. However, wide receivers Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson have not practiced this week. The Panthers are going to be getting Christian McCaffrey back from his hamstring injury. So this game could go either way. If the Vikings have Jefferson and Thielen, they're going to win this game. If they don't, it's going to be the Panthers. But I think it's going to be the Vikings 24-21 with Jefferson and Thielen. Without them, it's going to be the Panthers winning. The Chargers at the Ravens. I think this is going to be the game of the week. Two great offenses. Both teams have pretty good defenses. I'm looking for a shootout similar to the Browns and Chargers last week. Not as much yards and points. Lamar Jackson missed practice with a non-COVID illness. And Chargers wide receiver Mike Williams hasn't practiced this week. This game could go either way. I think it's going to be pretty high scoring. I have the Ravens out on top 31-27. The Cardinals at the Browns. This could also be a very good game. The Browns running backs Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb have both missed practices. And that would be bad for the Browns because they have a great run game, especially when they have both of their running backs going. It's very hard to stop. The Cardinals are the only remaining undefeated team at 5-0. I think they improved to 6-0 with a 27-21 win over the Browns. And if the Browns have Hunt and Chubb, or if they don't have Hunt and Chubb, I still see the same outcome with the Cardinals winning to improve to 6-0. The Raiders at the Broncos. The Broncos are 3-2, but their wins are against the Giants, the Jets, and the Jaguars. So, of those three teams, there's only 2 wins, so that's not that great. The Raiders are 3-2, but their wins are against the Ravens, the Steelers, and the Dolphins. The Broncos are home, and I think that is going to be probably the deciding factor in this game. And I think they're going to beat their division rival, the Raiders, 27-23. The Cowboys at the Patriots. The Cowboys are looking great ever since their Week 1 loss to the Buccaneers. They've won 4 straight after that loss. The Patriots are 2-3 with wins against the Jets and the Texans. Those two teams have a total of 2 combined wins over the Titans and the Jaguars. The Cowboys are going to easily win this game 31-17. Sunday Night Football, the Seahawks at the Steelers. Russell Wilson is out with a finger injury. Geno Smith will start for the Seahawks. So if the Seahawks had Russell Wilson, they would definitely win. No question. The Steelers are without wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster. Actually, he's out for the whole season. However, they do have other options such as Chase Claypool and Deontay Johnson. I have the Steelers winning this game 27-23 because the Seahawks don't have Russell Wilson. If they do, the Seahawks are going to win, but as we know, Wilson will not play for the next few weeks, recovering from his finger surgery. The Bills at the Titans on Monday Night Football. This is going to be a great game. This could also challenge for Game of the Week. The Bills are playing like the best team in the league right now. They just beat the Chiefs by 18 points. The Bills have a great passing attack, and the Titans don't have a great pass defense. So I think the Bills are going to win this game. Bills, I think they're going, while they don't have the best record in the NFL, they're playing like the best team in the NFL, and I expect them to show it with a 34-24 win over the Titans. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you tomorrow for my Week 7 college football predictions.